Before you move to Myrtle Beach, don't just ask, what's the best neighborhood?
Because honestly, that's the wrong question.
Exactly. The better question is, which part of the Grand Strand actually fits my lifestyle?
Exactly. The person who wants golf, quiet, and a garage probably isn't looking for the same thing as the person who wants restaurants, walkability, and beach access.
So today, we're matching different buyer personalities to the Grand Strand areas that we'd have them look at first.
By the end of this video, you'll probably know which one sounds most like you.
Hi y'all, I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Frank.
We're with the Hereda team at Carolina Crafted Homes here in the Grand Strand.
On this channel, we help you understand what it's really like to buy, sell, build, invest, and live along the Grand Strand in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
And today we're doing something really fun.
We're calling it the Myrtle Beach Personality Map.
Because the best place to live in the Grand Strand is not the same for everyone.
It depends on how you actually want to live.
First up, we have the beach first buyer.
This is the person who says, I want to smell the salt air, hear the waves, and walk to the beach.
They don't necessarily need a huge yard or a 3-car garage.
They want location. They want the beach lifestyle. They want to feel like they're on vacation even when they're home.
And for this buyer, we'd probably start looking at places like Myrtle Beach in the Golden Mile, the Avenues, or Dunes Club. Or maybe communities like the Arcadian section, which has more of a laid-back vibe. North Myrtle Beach, where there's probably the most single-family homes to choose from. Or the Surfside Beach Garden City Beach area, which offers homes at a more affordable price.
But there are trade-offs.
Yes, beach first buyers need to think about things like insurance, HOA dues if it's a condo, parking, rental traffic, and seasonal crowds.
And sometimes, the closer you get to the sand, the more you compromise on space, storage, or privacy.
Right, so if your dream is morning coffee with an ocean breeze, this might be your category.
Just make sure you understand the full cost of that beach lifestyle and what you have to compromise to stay within budget. Next is the Peaceful Retiree.
This buyer wants sunshine, convenience, good restaurants, maybe golf or pickleball.
But they do not necessarily want to live in the middle of tourist traffic.
Exactly. They want the coastal lifestyle, but not the chaos.
For this person, areas like the Carolina Forest area of Myrtle Beach, Murrells Inlet, specifically the Prince Creek area there, Little River, Pawleys Island, and parts of Conway could make a lot of sense.
This is one of the biggest groups that we talk to. They want comfort, community, and convenience.
And they're usually thinking about things like healthcare, grocery stores, restaurants, traffic, HOA maintenance, and whether the neighborhood feels peaceful year-round.
The biggest thing here is deciding how close you really need to be to the beach.
Because sometimes being 20 to 45 minutes from the ocean gives you a lot more home, less congestion, and a quieter day-to-day lifestyle.
Now let's talk about the new construction buyer.
This is the person who loves the idea of a brand new home, open floor plan, warranties, energy efficiency, and maybe builder incentives.
They walk into the model home and say, this is it, I want it.
Yeah, and then we have to gently remind them that the model home is usually the dream version.
Yeah, the model's beautiful, but you do need to understand what's included, what's an upgrade, is there a lot premium, and what the timeline looks like.
For new construction around the Grand Strand, buyers are often comparing areas like Longs, which is really up and coming, Conway, Carolina Forest, Little River, Murrells Inlet, Loris, and Aynor, depending on their budget and how close they want to be to the beach.
And this is also where representation matters because the builder sales rep is so helpful, but they actually represent the builder, not you.
You want someone helping you compare builders, incentives, contracts, HOA rules, design options, and resale potential.
So if you're the new construction buyer, your personality type is probably someone who wants fresh, easy, low maintenance living.
Just don't forget to read the fine print before you fall in love with the model home. Now, this one is close to my heart, the golfer.
This buyer wants golf, of course, restaurants, community, and maybe a home where friends and family actually want to come visit.
For golf lifestyle buyers, we might look at areas like Barefoot Resort, Grand Dunes, Legends, River Club, Pawleys Plantation, Prince Creek, or the Arrowhead area.
But not every golfer actually wants to live directly on a golf course.
That's true. Some people want to be inside a golf community. Others just want to be near great courses without paying for that lifestyle every month.
Yeah, and there are things like that to consider. HOA fees, club memberships, golf cart rules, course views, privacy, and whether you actually want balls landing in your yard.
Very important point.
So if your idea of the perfect Saturday includes a tea time, lunch with friends, and maybe a quick trip to the beach, then this could be your category.
Just decide whether you want golf in your backyard or simply nearby.
Now let's talk about the investor or short-term rental buyer.
This buyer is looking at Myrtle Beach because they want rental income, personal use, or both.
And this is the buyer who actually needs to be the most careful.
Because the prettiest view does not always mean the best numbers.
Exactly. Oceanfront sounds amazing, but you have to look at things like HOA dues, building condition, rental history, insurance, special assessments, rental restrictions, parking, and management fees.
For this buyer, areas might include the oceanfront in Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle Beach, Cherry Grove Beach, Surfside Beach, Garden City Beach, and Litchfield Beach.
But we really look at this building by building.
Because two condos on the same street can perform completely differently.
Yeah, one might have strong rental history and good reserves, while the other might have high cost, upcoming repairs, or restrictions that could affect your return.
So if you're an investor, don't just ask, how close is it to the beach?
Ask, what are the real numbers? Because remember, the area of the Grand Strand that you choose will also play a role in your income potential.
Areas by the airport, convention center, sports complex, and attractions like Broadway at the beach and Barefoot Landing will be the biggest draw all year round.
Exactly. But if you're looking for a quieter investment, maybe it's more of a second home type property for you, then Myrtle's Inlet, Pawleys Island, or Cherry Grove might be better options.
Next is the family buyer.
This buyer is thinking about schools, space, sports, grocery stores, daily conveniences, and neighborhoods where people actually live full-time.
They may love the beach, but they're also thinking about everyday life.
Exactly, because family buyers, Myrtle Beach isn't just about vacation mode. It's about commute patterns, school zones, traffic, after-school activities, and the community.
Areas that might come up include the Carolina Forest, Forest Brook, or Socastee areas of Myrtle Beach, the Prince Creek area of Myrtle's Inlet, and Conway, depending on your personality and budget.
This buyer usually wants to know, where are our daily lives going to feel the easiest?
And that answer may not be the same as where you stayed on vacation.
Right, that's a huge point, because vacation Myrtle Beach and everyday Myrtle Beach can feel very different.
So families should think about what a normal Tuesday looks like, not just what a beach weekend looks like.
Now we have the foodie or social buyer.
This is the person who wants restaurants, events, nightlife, shopping, coffee shops, and things to do without driving 35 minutes every time.
They might not need the biggest house.
They want lifestyle outside the house.
For this buyer, areas like the Market Common, Myrtle's Inlet near the Marsh Walk, downtown Conway, Barefoot Resort in North Myrtle Beach, and the Grand Dunes area could be worth exploring.
This buyer should think about walkability, traffic patterns, parking, and how close they want to be to restaurants and entertainment.
Because sometimes people say that they want quiet, but then they also want to be 5 minutes from everything. That's me.
Yeah, shocker. And those two things don't always come in the same package.
So if your dream weekend is brunch, shopping, live music, and dinner on the water, this might be your category. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Now we have to talk about the luxury buyer.
This is the buyer who is not just looking for a house, they are looking for a lifestyle.
Exactly. They might want water views, custom finishes, a larger home site, outdoor living, a community pool, a gated community, golf course view maybe, or easy access to the beach, boating, dining, and entertainment.
For luxury buyers around the Grand Strand, we might look at areas like Grand Dunes, Dunes Club, Deberdew, Pawleys Island, Prince George, Carolina Forest, Tidewater Plantation, Prince Creek, Mount Gilead, or custom homes on larger lots depending on the lifestyle they want.
And luxury means different things to different people. One buyer, luxury is oceanfront. For another, it's private gated community. For someone else, it's a new home with the exact custom finishes that they want.
That's why this buyer really needs to start with lifestyle first. Do you want golf, boating, beach access, privacy, new construction, low maintenance, space for entertaining?
And with luxury homes, the details matter even more. Construction quality, architectural style, lot position, views, flood zone, HOA rules, resale potential, and how those homes compare to other luxury homes in the area.
Because at this level, you're not just comparing bedrooms and bathrooms.
You're comparing experience, privacy, craftsmanship, location, and long-term value.
So if you're the luxury buyer, your search may be less about finding the biggest home and more about finding the property that gives you the lifestyle that you actually want.
And that's where local guidance makes a huge difference, because two luxury homes at the same price point can offer two completely different lifestyles.
And finally, we have the peace and land buyer.
This person wants more space, fewer neighborhoods, room for a workshop, boat, RV, garden, or just breathing room.
They may still want to be near Myrtle Beach, but they don't need to be in the middle of everything.
For this buyer, areas like Conway, Loris, Aynor, Longs, and part of Little River could make sense.
This buyer usually gets more land and more privacy, but there are important things to check.
Flood zones, septic, wells, internet access, commute time, road maintenance, and how far you actually want to be from the beach.
Because 35 to 45 minutes to the beach sounds fine until you're doing it all summer in traffic.
Oh my gosh, this lifestyle can be amazing, but you want to be realistic about your daily routine.
So if you want space, storage, privacy, and fewer rules, you may be the peace and land buyer.
Okay, we want to know, which personality type are you?
Are you beach first, peaceful retiree, new construction, golfer, investor, family buyer, foodie, or peace and land?
Comment below and tell us which one sounds most like you.
And if you're stuck between two, tell us that too, because that's actually really common.
So the big takeaway is this. Don't just ask, what is the best place to live in Myrtle Beach?
Ask, what is the best place for the way I actually want to live in Myrtle Beach?
Because the right area for the beach first buyer may be completely wrong for someone who wants land and privacy.
And the right place for a golfer may not be the right place for a family with a busy weekday schedule.
And that's why we always start with lifestyle first, and then we narrow down the area, the home type, and the budget.
Exactly. The house matters, but the lifestyle around the house matters just as much.
If you're thinking about moving to Myrtle Beach, buying a second home, investing, building, or selling here along the Grand Strand, reach out to us.
Reach out to us by calling us, emailing us. We can help you compare the different areas, builders, neighborhoods, condo buildings, and lifestyle trade-offs.
And we'll help you to avoid wasting time in those areas that don't actually fit where you're looking for.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.